Dkane is behind bars and it's causing an absolute whirlwind of drama on the outside. Dustin Kane Morris, the troubled youngster, has managed to get into an inconvenience yet again, and his posse is dropping different stories and pointing the finger at each other around the clock ever since. The details surrounding the story are cluttered. No one really knows who did what or said what exactly, so let's go.
And they left you, they didn't even stick around. Mama Margie's not without you. Hey, where we going to Mama Margie's from here? Like Dkane right there, guys.
Dkane's made it to the back of a paddy wagon. He was booked with his homeboys GTA, Ray, Marco, and his newest flavor of the month, Desiree. If you don't know Desiree, she's this chick L27 called Moana.
Moana way.
And Vector exposed for dancing on him at the club.
Why is you dancing on me? I can pull up the proof right now. DK, you want me to pull up the proof?
Pull it up.
Pull it up. Say no more. Pull it up right now. Say no more. DK, I don't be capping, DK.
You were dancing on him?
No.
DK, put that on your soul, DK.
Let me see.
Say no more, DK. How come she on me? How come she on me?
She didn't dance on you.
How come she on me, DK?
She didn't dance on you.
Watch her slide out like that Homer Simpson in the bushes meme when Vector starts to roll the tape. And poor Dkane is just in denial. Cheeky Moana. Desiree and Dkane really are meant for each other. If the comments are to be believed, these two have a really similar rap sheet of bad conduct. Apparently Desiree in the past has allegedly put hands on Rebecca, her stepmom, who's fighting tooth and nail for her right now, by the way. Meanwhile, Dkane allegedly pulled a similar stunt with his sweet old Mima, su abuela, some years back.
How you gonna run up on your own grandparents? No wonder you got assault charges.
Huh?
You is not no thug. You're not really from the century.
Anyway, Dkane's now got way bigger problems than a boppy boo. Here's a quick recap of the night they got arrested. Dkane and Ash Trevino and the entire San Antonio High School ESOL class were booted out of a steakhouse early in the evening because, you know, it's a steakhouse. They ended up rerouting to a rainforest cafe where they were sat but quickly ejected. This is where things move like lightning. Ash allegedly provoked an altercation in the middle of the restaurant where the girls she was going to be up against had a cuchillo and were swinging it around like a really foul episode of the Bad Girls Club. Then the cops rolled up to book 5 of them.
I'm gonna put the cheese in it, guys. But okay, show Dkane. He's right here, guys. He's handcuffed.
In the midst of it all, Ash Trevino is surrounded by her dream team of HS boys. But the love Ash has for the youngins doesn't really seem to be reciprocated, because in an attempt to get out of trouble, some of them apparently planted their pieces inside the girls' handbags that night. Dkane, for one, who is on probation, cannot be carrying. But of course, he hid his piece in Ash's bag. When the cops asked Ash whose gat that was, Desiree took the blame so her mans, Dkane, wouldn't. But he eventually fessed up and Desiree saw jail time for her efforts. Together behind bars like a Section 8 Bonnie and Clyde. As of late, Dkane is still booked. All others have been released or bonded out, apparently by Miss Trevino, although Dkane is still behind bars. Now Desiree's mom has come forward to shed light on that night and try to get her daughter's trial money by starting a GoFundMe. Rebecca is Desiree's stepmom who's voicing her concerns to anyone who will listen. She's extremely upset right now because Ash Trevino apparently bailed out the boys but left Desiree in there to rot.
That girl Ash, that lady Ash, she can keep all that. I don't want none of that. That's not what I'm doing this for. My one and only intention is to help Desiree out and to get the truth out, because a lot of people believe her. And every single thing out of her mouth up to now has been a lie. Which
brings us to the big discussion going on in a lot of comment sections is, should Ash have been somewhat responsible for Desiree? Ash apparently said she was going to take care of Desiree's bond and never did. This is why her mom Rebecca is so pressed, because she herself doesn't have the funds apparently. And in the same clip, Rebecca states Ash just says things to get views and look a certain way, and that everything she does is for clout. Hey, what's new? Ash's response was that Dkane's bond was so expensive that it made her rethink some things.
I was gonna send the bond to get both of them out, but then when they went to pay the bond for him, they raised it to $400,000, and I was like, what?
So the fee on a $400,000 bond is gonna be like $40,000. So to be fair, nobody in their right mind is paying that for somebody you just met on the internet. But if there was somebody who'd do something that dumb, it would be the inmate hopper. Desiree is now home but awaiting trial, which will be an arm and a leg for the family. Ash, on the other hand, is apparently sending out NDAs to everyone involved that night, so nothing ugly gets out. Who is signing that, for real? Because he was on probation, word on the street is that Dkane, if sentenced, is facing life in prison. That seems like a lot, but if the diddler and granny Accusations are true, it's probably deserved. What do you think though? Has this all gone too far? And how much of this is Ash's fault? Hey folks, if you're enjoying the Chisme, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and tell us what you'd like us to cover.